Hello, spellcasters of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 42nd episode of our first level spell series. Today we're looking at a particularly interesting one, and honestly, I really like it. There's just a little bit of confusion in regards to how it actually works, but I'll break that down in a little bit here. Today we're looking at Hail of Thorns. This is usable only by the Ranger class and anyone with access to their spell lists. It is found in the player's handbook as well, so we should all have access to it. With that hyped up intro out of the way, let's take a look at the mechanics here. So your damage die is a die 10, so super impressive there, plus an additional die 10 per spell slot level above first. So, really interesting. There is a maximum on that, by the way, and the maximum is 6 die 10, so if you're planning on burning like a 6th or 7th level spell slot for this, you don't really gain any benefit from it, so just please keep that in mind. The effect at a glance is as followed. Your next range attack does extra damage to the target and the creatures within 5 feet, namely that die 10 or however many die 10 based on your spell slot level. The cast time is a bonus action, so super cool there. The range is Self, the duration is 1 minute, and it is Concentration. That's where the confusion comes in, by the way, but I'll address that later. There is a saving throw as well. It is a Dexterity saving throw, and should your targets succeed, they take half damage. The components are just verbal, which is super handy. The school is Conjuration, and the damage type is Piercing. That being said, let's take a look at the full description here and really flesh this out. The description reads as follows. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, this spell creates a rain of thorns that sprout from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a Dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 1 die 10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. At higher levels, if you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the damage increases by 1 die 10 for each slot level above first, to a maximum of 6 die 10. So a couple really important things there. The reason there's confusion around this is the cast time, my bad. The duration of 1 minute and it being a concentration spell. What that means is the ability to perform that shot lasts for 1 minute. So you can hold the arrow knocked in place for up to a minute and then release it. It does not mean for the next full minute all of your ranged attacks do that extra damage. So it's kind of good for the very start of encounters, right? There's also a little bit of a controversy when it says the next time you hit a creature. So it implies that you had to have already taken an attack action. I personally don't agree with that. I've just seen people argue in the past. So in their head, it's take an attack action, take this as a bonus action, and then your next attack action would be the one enchanted by this particular spell. Once again, I don't really subscribe to that, but your DM might pull it on you. If they do, it's not so much that they're wrong, just play along with it. I mean, as written, it's a little bit murky. Still super great, as you might imagine. That being said, let's take a look at some alternative uses. I really struggled with this. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. It's great at dealing with, it's great for crowd control for sure. There are better spells out there for it, but it's still not bad. The fact that it's a bonus action is pretty good. The one thing I will say though is I would consider this attack to be magical. It doesn't explicitly say that in the spell description at all, and piercing isn't inherently a magical type of damage, but I would rule that this is a magical attack. That being said, guys, if you have any cool alternative uses or ideas for this spell, please let me know down in the comments beneath, as well as if you have any cool combo ideas or kind of just ways to get the most bang for your buck out of it. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, and as always, happy casting and have a great day.